Hello, everyone, and welcome to another MemeCast on the Internet is Awesome YouTube channel with your hosts, TS and Boomer. What's up, everyone? We're back. Happy New Year. I am TS, and I'm here with your host, Boomer.
Hey, how's it going?
I am good. How are you?
I am crazy jet lagged. I just came back to Barcelona from Canada for the holidays. But looking forward to this meme cast. It's been too long without looking at some memes.
Yeah, and it's been a good few weeks that we missed. 2021 is already complete shit, so let's get into the memes.
Perfect.
So here's us in 2020 going for the Happy New Year. So now we're in the darkest reality, darkest timeline, December 32nd.
Yeah, I saw that with what's up with this clock.
This is the clock is, yeah, but this template is common. Like this is the disbelief kind of GIF that's going around. So there's lots of memes use this template. Anyways, let's keep going because we got lots. So here's what I'm talking about. This is, everyone knows what's going on, I think. So this is the Capitol Hill riots, which happened around the first week of January. And we're not going to go into the whole details of it, but
I think the meme is self-explanatory.
Yeah, these guys got into whatever room this is, something in the Capitol, and basically took it over. So this is how 2021 is going so far. Like nothing else has really happened besides this, right?
No, I mean,
we got a couple other noteworthy things with Trump, but other than that, nothing. But you know, these big events, they only happen like once every few months. So. Plus, we got Biden's inauguration next week. So
yeah, in a couple days.
So we'll talk about that in a little bit too. So let's see what's next. Here's to 2022. No, that's very pessimistic.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But it follows. I mean, that was like kind of the biggest meme trend last year, right? That 2020 was crap. Looking forward to 2021. So I guess this is following that trend.
Yeah, remember at the beginning of last year, wasn't it like North Korea and Trump or something? Or maybe it was Iran. Anyways, people were like, I think World War III was trending on Twitter the first week of 2020. So 2020 didn't start well, but it was kind of like we were all exaggerating how bad it was going to be. So, and then it really did get that bad. So.
Great. Well, that's a little prediction there, TS.
Yeah, and so like this is the what the fuck was happening at the Capitol, that literally, if you see the videos, there's like literally, I don't know, 20 police people against hundreds and hundreds of protesters, right? So who knows how many were violent, I don't know, but we're still waiting for, like, I haven't actually seen all the details, like explanations as to why there was no security.
I heard, well, okay, again, I did not look into this very much. I was traveling and kind of useless after you travel for 9 hours difference, but I heard that there were two sides, right? One side where the police were actually fighting and pushing people back, and I think that's where that lady got shot, and then the other side where there was no real security, and even some of the cops were letting people into the Capitol building.
I see. And then we saw the one video where, like, after all the damage had been done, like the one cop was holding the door for them all to leave peacefully.
Yeah.
And then like a week or not even up until now too, like 3 weeks after, they're still, FBI is still looking for them all. It's like, why didn't you arrest them at the scene? Anyways, we're not going to get political, right? Okay. This is one I sent, and this is probably my favorite one because it shows some of the best characters all in one meme. So hit pause and read through these because they're all good. So I think my favorite is the thief. He's like, natural charmer, can steal legendary items. He's holding the podium.
Like the spy.
And I think most of these guys have been arrested now. Like their mugshots have already been going around, and they have like shaved faces now, I guess, because they were like, okay, Gotta stay low. Gotta shave the beard off. They won't catch me.
I think one of the crazy things was that like many of these people didn't have full-blown face mask, not like COVID face masks. I mean, of course, none of them were wearing that, but
yeah,
like no masks to like hide their faces. Like, what were they expecting? Did they not think of any backlash? Maybe there was no planning behind any of this.
Yeah, maybe it was all just the mob mentality in the moment. Like if it was led by a few people, you know, and then everyone else just followed. Who knows? But
anyways, makes for great memes.
Yeah. And this lady in the bottom right, she's a classic too. Like, yeah,
so good.
Yeah. So now we got some tweets that I took some screenshots of. So this is the U.S. is like jaw-dropping standout in the whole world. Their defense spending, right?
Yeah.
But their capital, the most important place in the country, it's basically undefended. I guess it's that thing like, who would ever attack the U.S., right? Well, the U.S. would attack the U.S.
Well, yeah, especially it's too easy to get political, like talking about the internal conflicts and the internal strife, and yeah, let's not get into that. Let's just focus on the memes. It's,
yeah.
Too easy to go into black hole, and this is not the platform for that.
So here's Antifa, get it? Because everyone was saying like these conspiracy theories that Antifa led the riots, you know, the extreme left, in quotes, group,
Yeah,
which may or may not be a real entity that's organized. Yeah, next. Just a nostalgic one if you ever saw this movie.
Yeah.
So the riot was like a smoke for the real heist that we haven't even heard of yet. So.
Right. It's like 9/11 conspiracy theories where again, let's not get into it.
This is not a good meme, but this is the US Capitol right now in preparation for
is it? Okay.
For the inauguration. So this is the National Guard, I guess, and who were nowhere to be found the day of the riots. Like, I'm sure these riots were being like planned, not riots, but you know, all of this stuff, like the march was being planned in the open on Twitter, on Parler or Parlay, however you say it. Like, I don't think this was like underground planned, right? So it's like, why wasn't the National Guard on standby?
Again, let's not get into this. But from what I heard, the National Guard was called in, and I think it was like the mayor of DC or something like that refused.
Yeah, but it takes time for them to get in, though. Like, they needed to be there in minutes, anyways.
Anyways, I have not looked into this as much as I usually would for some sort of event like this, because I was traveling and I'm still way too jet lagged. But no, it's I think there's lots of interesting questions that are brought up for any kind of event like this. I guess wherever it happens in the world, it's just the United States. It's more important because, you know, it's said to be like the leading country in the world. It's the position of power, and yet something like this happens. Anyways,
so this is Europeans waiting for the collapse of the U.S. so they can start to recolonize. I don't know why it says, okay, fine, Europeans, but in my mind, it's the British.
Yeah, and they're not Europeans anymore, right?
Yeah. There was another good meme that I didn't include, but it was of one of these British comedy shows, and it's like the English learning about their history, and then one guy saying like, "Are we the baddies?"
Mm-hmm.
Well, in the previous 300 years to this one, maybe. This is not a meme, but this is Donald Trump's inauguration, day 1, and day 1448 into it. And yeah, that's that.
Good pictures.
So after all of this, the social giants finally banned Trump. They closed his account. So I'm sure they kind of all did this in I'm sure they collaborated, you know, because if Twitter does it, you know, Trump's going to go after Twitter. But if they all do it together, then it's a lot harder, right? So Facebook, Twitter, Google, which would be, I guess, YouTube, TikTok, they all TikTok's funny because remember Trump was trying to ban them in the first half of the year. And now that he's on his way out, they're like, oh, we're banning Trump. We got the opportunity. Yeah, so this is Trump coming back onto Twitter with a mustache.
Very cute.
So the only social network that didn't ban him, MySpace. Does it still exist? I think it was like sold and bought by some company, but I think it still exists, but obviously no one uses it. This is a dank meme.
Moving on.
Okay, we're done with the Trump stuff, I think. Well, there might be one more, but this is just a fun one. So this is that feeling when you're searching for something on the internet and you find the answer, but it was posted like 10 years ago.
Right.
On like some site like Quora or some random forum. Yeah.
That happens.
What anime is this? You should know.
Yeah, I'm too jet lagged, but I do know it. Avatar. There you go.
Okay. So this is another. Instead of online classes, you know, if you're older like us, it's working from home.
Right.
Do you remember these Simpsons episodes? This was like.
I never saw the one where he's working in the kitchen there, but I saw the other one where he got super fat and.
Yeah, this is like that. At least that fat one is the like peak Simpsons. I don't know, like, you know, in the 1990s or maybe the early 2000s. But so this one's a special one because this is our first ever audience contributed meme.
I think we had one before, to be honest.
Okay, fine.
One or maybe two before, but this is the first one of 2021.
Sure. So this is Trump on his last day as president. Oh, look, a button. Like, and let your imagination guess what that's gonna do. He's been silent, hasn't he? Like, I don't know, maybe just no one's publishing his shit now that he can't post on Twitter. But
I have no idea.
like, if he wants to, he has to do like an official press release if he wants to get anything else. Right?
Yeah, and I was listening to a podcast where they were talking about that. And, you know, of course, there's lots of people on both sides of the aisle about whether all these tech platforms have done a good thing about, you know, censoring Trump, and then like all the legions of people that are following Trump or supporting Trump, I guess they've also been starting to get banned. Like if you start to say anything, support, like you get banned. Like I'm not for that. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's the aspect that the president can just hold a press conference, right? And he can get a ton of media coverage. Him being banned from these platforms is not as bad as, say, like you or me if we were to, you know, come out as Trump supporters and getting banned. It's not the same. It's not the same.
Yeah. Twitter's already like a big leftist bubble pretty much now, so no politics.
It's difficult when we got these silly memes all the time. Oh, that was the last one. Okay. Yep. Favorite one?
Oh, I don't know.
I like the one with all
the fighters.
The thief, the fighter.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I'm sure there's more good ones out there. Like they're hard to find because some of them just go around Twitter, right? And so if you don't see it being retweeted by someone you follow, then you're gonna miss it. But yeah, these were the ones I found on the big meme sites. So hopefully we're definitely gonna get more right this week with the inauguration. So yeah. Sorry guys and girls, we can't promise you a Trump-free memecast for at least another few weeks. So
it's okay. I think we started the memecast with a lot of Trump memes. It's been good for the memeverse. There's no problem with starting the new year with a couple of Trump ones, as long as we don't continue with that or with certain pandemic. As long as we break out from that, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, now we're gonna get the Biden memes this year, so, and don't worry, we'll go hard on Biden too. So we are not biased.
We're apolitical in this regard. Right on. Well, till next week.
Okay, we'll see you all then.
Cheers.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can check out our Instagram and TikTok channels with our favorite memes. Links are in the description below. And share with us your favorite memes, and we will review them on the MemeCast. See you next week.